Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay notified of more epic GameFront content.
Okay, Team Sonic Racing. James has not played this yet.
Not at all. But I have played many hours of all of the other Sonic things, which I might be lying. I've played 2 Sonic Racings. Transformed I thought was good, but I thought there was just too much, I don't know. I didn't really want the transformations. I wanted some pure kart racing. But I liked it. I jumped many hours into it.
I think that, I don't know, something about the transform thing was, I don't know, I quite liked the plane. The water stuff, I don't know if that was a bit, I wasn't keen on that, but I think the flying elements I enjoyed. And yeah. And there was some tracks in it that came from the first game. And actually, you'll see, actually, there's some tracks from the previous 2 Sonic All-Stars Racing games that have made it into this game. So that'll be interesting to see if you can remember which ones you've played before.
I think I will be able to. I remember the characters almost more than the track. This is really, I am so excited. I think, Danny, is this, I'm embarrassed if it's not. Is this the first time we've done a stream together?
This is the first time we've done anything together, James, from before.
Well, not
today.
anything. Come on, we aren't random strangers.
We've
talked online many.
True, but this is the first time we've done anything for GameFront, because it was about a year ago that we restarted GameFront, and you've done your stuff, which everyone likes, and then I've done my stuff, and people have just gone, who the heck is this random British guy? But yeah, it's good to do something together, so just to prove that we're not just random strangers who happen to share a YouTube channel. Yeah, it's all good. So, so a team race, I think we've agreed we're going to do.
Yeah. So have you've played the other ones? You like Sonic Team? You like the Transform one, but you've played both the other racing games?
I've played both of them. Yeah. I had All Stars Racing Transformed, and then I had the original one on Xbox 360. I think I played both.
Yeah, I played I think the original one on PS3 maybe. But I think it might be that the original game I liked more because I was playing with friends, and I played most of the time by myself on Transformation. And the game was hard. It was like, am I crazy, or was Sonic Transformed Racing like extremely hard for a racing game?
It was hard until you got used to it, I think. I think once you master drifting and you get used to doing things like transform boosts and stuff like that, I think once you master all that stuff, you get better at it. What I'll do then is the race setup I'm just going to do for this team race, I'll put it on normal difficulty just until you get used to it. I don't want to...
You and I are pretty normal right now. But I'm guessing that we're going to have an extreme soon. What's the hardest it goes up to?
I think it's just normal and hard for some reason. It doesn't seem to have an easy option. I'll double check.
Just normal and hard?
Oh, we don't want that. It just race difficulty normal and expert, normal, hard, and expert. So that's perfect for you.
Okay. Yeah, I think maybe we should start with normal. It's really nice of them to call it normal instead of easy.
Yeah, I like that. That's
if it was easy, if it would have said easy, I would have said no, we can't do it easy. But
I know too much credibility taken away from you there.
Yeah.
But you've got an expert to work towards, so there we go.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just basically learning the controls, and then there I am, an expert.
So we've got a choice of different tracks we can run through. So you've got different worlds, and then in there's different tracks. So you've got Planet Wisp from Sonic Colors, Seaside Hill from Sonic Heroes, which just seems to be in every Sonic game ever. Glacier Land, which is it's like the ice level from Sonic Unleashed. You've got Casino Park, which again is from Sonic Heroes. Sandopolis from Sonic Adventure. Rooftop Run from Sonic Unleashed, and Final Fortress, which I think is from Sonic Adventure as well, actually, if I'm remembering correctly. So, which one do you want to do?
Well, the way they display it to me is not as exciting. All I see is Circuit. So let's do Wisp Circuit.
Let's start with the beginning, shall we? Wisp Circuit.
Yeah, might as well. But yeah, maybe once we start the game, I'll be able to see the other stuff. But I'm just in a custom lobby that just has one racetrack showing and just both our logos.
Yeah, so I think basically with the multiplayer, you kind of choose a track and you race setup, and then it just kind of starts from there. I think this is the first track that you race when you first start the story mode. So this is probably a good place to start. It's probably the easier track. Although I can't remember if it's easy or not.
Well, the thing to always remember is that while the track might be easy, it's also easy for everybody else. So sometimes having a really difficult track is the easiest thing to do, right? Or is that just crazy talk?
I think that I don't know. it may make sense. We'll soon find out.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it might be an easy track for you and for me, but that also means it's easy for everybody else.
We've both picked Sonic, so that's confusing.
I didn't actually pick anybody.
I know I didn't. I was expecting like a car select screen there.
Maybe it's because I haven't gone through the tutorial yet.
No, I think you should be able to pick. I think when
I've got great news, Danny. I found the gas button.
Hey, well, that's useful if you want to go forwards. Oops.
Yes, it is. Oh. So if I stay inside of your yellow track, that helps, I assume?
Yeah, so just to explain that, basically one of the team mechanics is if you're behind another one of your teammates, you get this yellow trail behind you, and if you stay in between the two yellow lines, you'll get a bit of a boost. And if you stay in it long enough, you'll get what's called a slingshot, so you'll get fired really quickly. And it's a way of getting back into the race. It's kind of like this game's rubber banding in a way. So,
yeah, which, you know what? Oh, I was trying to pick up a blue box, and the blue box is bad.
The blue box are the cubes from Sonic Colors. You don't want to hit the cubes. They're kind of like
What is the attack button?
A, I think. If you're on an Xbox controller.
Of course it is.
You remember how to drift as well, right?
I do now. I forgot, but I just figured it out.
Yeah, so left. I think left trigger is drift.
It's the brake. You just tap that brake, and then you are drifting. Uh-oh, my screen, is it lag?
It just says a network error.
Oh, you got the same thing?
Yeah, so that's phenomenal.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Okay, so the I don't know what to say about that. If that's how this game is going to work, then yeah.
That's yeah. So maybe we should. Can we team up and just go into regular matchmaking?
I don't know. Because
is it because of how far away we are from each other?
Potentially.
Potentially.
I don't know if you want to try. Maybe if you host the lobby, it might be more reliable. I don't know.
I've already started searching for a friend's custom lobby, which the unfortunate truth is there's no way for me to back out of that.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. If you pressing B doesn't back you out of it, does it not?
No. Maybe if I press it harder? Nope, I've pressed it at max strength.
I'm not sure that works for those buttons, but I think it's just either you're pressing it or you're not. So I've created a lobby. Can you actually see it now, or does it just say waiting for?
It says waiting for that, but maybe I can join through the Steam shell.
Yes. I'm just conscious that if I try and invite you, it's just going to broadcast my friends list to YouTube, which some people may not appreciate. I don't know.
Join game.
Do you think it's time to crack out the technical difficulty screen again?
No. I'm in your match. But you accidentally put the difficulty in hard. Was that on purpose?
I did not. No, I did. I did. Sorry. There you go.
All right. So now I found the character select screen. I'm gonna take Knuckles. Somebody asked for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Or yes, they didn't really ask for it. They said James. Oh no, they did. James, can you play as Knuckles? Yeah, I can play as Knuckles.
You got to be the free Knuckles. And do you know why you play as Knuckles? Because that means you'll know the way. So.
Yeah, then I'll know the way to the Muffin Man. Wait, where do you know the way to?
It's just that meme, isn't it?
I don't remember. It's just a meme, but where does he know the way to?
I think they were trying to find the princess. I can't remember.
Oh
Something
no,
like
she's
that.
in another castle.
In the spirit of meming, I'm going to be Big the Cat, so... And I must find Froggy.
Are there unlockable characters, or is that the only characters that they have?
I don't know if you can unlock other characters, but I think that's actually all of them, which is a much smaller roster than it was in the other two games, but...
Yeah, that was half my... I liked how you could play characters from all over the, like, different brands.
And it was like really random stuff as well, like the Bonanza Brothers from the Sega Genesis.
Exactly. What happened? What happened, Sonic?
It was like, who remembers Bonanza Brothers, really? I mean...
I did. And then you
I
could
used to love
also
that
play
game,
like
but-
somebody on a forklift. I guess it was somebody like Crazy Taxi was in there.
Yeah, you had Crazy BD Joe.
I wonder if
and
they're
Crazy
just trying to
Taxi.
see if they can get some extra money from some DLC.
Maybe, but it seems to be Sonic focused. There are other Sonic characters they could put in though. But yeah, the good thing about the Sega ones is because it was Sega stuff, it was just a random, like Alex Kidd. Like,
Yeah.
it's like the first game Alex Kidd had been in for probably 20 years. It was just good stuff like that, so. Let's see, James, if we can get through a race without disconnecting.
So there's 3 players on our team.
Yeah, so each team has 3, so the other one is going to be AI.
Oh, I thought it would be 2 players per team.
No, it's 3 per team. I don't think you can change that either. I think that's just the way the game works. And basically the winner of the race is going to be not just who comes first, but it's going to be combined score. So if you get, say, second place, but you also get 5th and 6th, then you're not going to do as well as if you all got higher spots, if that makes sense. So
Huh.
I think the idea is to like help your teammates. So if you're ahead, you can like actually gift your item box to your other teammates to help them sort of catch up and stuff like that.
Oh, I totally took your slingshot there.
And then I crashed into a cube. Oh, yeah. You know what the worst thing about the slingshot is? It works, but if you're not careful, you just fly right into the back of the person you were trying to slingshot from. So, to be very careful not to do that. Yeah, so a tip for you, if you're ahead, if you want to give an item box to somebody else on your team, just press B instead of A. And then that lets somebody collect the item box. If you want to accept an item box, it's the same. So you'll see a pop-up saying, I'm offering an item box. I'm not doing well in this race at all.
I think I can't tell where I'm at. I'm like really trying to figure out the UI here. Oh, that didn't work well. Please tell me you put it in hard mode.
I don't think I did put it in hard mode. I think it's on normal. Like
It
everything.
looks like we're in
gets
7th, 8th, and 9th place.
yeah, I'm in 8th. Metal Sonic is in 7th, and you're in 5th. So you're doing the best out of the 3 of us, to be fair.
Well, I don't know if it makes me feel that great.
Well, put it this way. This is your first time playing. I was playing it all yesterday, so I've got no excuse.
But we're only as good as our team. We gotta raise up together. I like
True.
it. I'm hoping that we don't have any more network problems, because that can ruin a game.
Yeah, it seemed very quick to just kind of drop the game there, wasn't it? At least if you've got network problems in another game, like say, like Rocket League is a game I play a lot with people on the East Coast of America and stuff. And if it lags out there, at least it kind of compensates. It doesn't just go, okay, someone's dropped out, so I'm going to end the game now. At least it kind of tries. Whereas this game just kind of seemed to go, packet loss, I'm just going to drop everything.
Yeah, I just used the Y button and it did something crazy.
Oh yeah, so the Y button is kind of like the All-Star power-up from the other games. It's kind of like your team's special move. Yeah.
So it's us as a team uses it, or do I as a player get?
I think we all press it, and then we get like the power-up ability. I hadn't pressed it, and the thing about it is it's not too obvious that it's there unless you hear the audio cues, because it's just like a little Y prompt at the bottom that you don't see. Although the characters do say, let's do that team thing or whatever.
Oh, I did see your character say something like, we should do something as a team.
Yeah, exactly. But unless you hear, if you don't hear that and you don't see the little tiny little prompt. So there's been loads of times I've just been sat there just barreling along in 8th place when I've got this team thing I could have used, but I need to. All right,
so how did we do? I got 1st place, not bragging, but I guess we're going to find out what our scores are.
An expert gamer such as yourself, I would expect nothing less. And me and Metal Sonic, we did pretty bad. Although to be fair, I was playing as Big the Cat, and I don't recommend playing as Big the Cat because he's
not good. So you got to learn which each character's what they're good at.
Kind of. So you've got like three types. So you've got, like, say in our team. Actually, Knuckles and Big, I think, are kind of similar in that they're heavy types, so they can smash through obstacles easier. You've got Sonic, obviously, like Sonic and Amy and Silver and whatever, like speed types, so they go fastest. And then I think there's another one which is more about better handling and they attract rings towards them. I think that's called Technique. So yeah, those are the... I wish the Steam overlay would stop popping up. So yeah, those are the 3 character types. And it's pretty obvious which is what, because like Big the Cat was never going to go fast, was he? Let's be fair.
Yeah, I guess not. Well, Big the Cat and Knuckles have a slow acceleration.
Yeah, I think Big and Knuckles are the same. They're like heavy types, so they're slow, but they bash through obstacles easier. Do you want to play Roulette Road Casino Park?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to try a different character.
I'm going to play as Dr. Eggman because, you know, I bear some semblance to him, having no hair at all. So, yeah.
Are you as upset as I've heard people were about how bad the Sonic trailer looked for the game?
Yes. Did you not see my constant ranting on Twitter?
I did see it. I didn't know if you were serious or if you were joking. I thought it looked great.
I was half serious. So sorry, are you being serious?
No, I'm not. Well, here's the thing. I've never seen a very good video game movie, but my favorite of the past is the Super Mario Brothers movie, or the Dragon Warriors. Not Dragon Warriors. What was it?
But the Super
Double Dragon movie. Like the more terrible, the better. I
was literally
opinion.
about to say the only reason the Super Mario movie is good is in the same way as Tommy Wiseau's masterpiece The Room is good. It's because it's so bad it becomes good. It's not good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
I won't call it good, but it is kind of like, I think it's promising when you see how terrible it looks. And I am a sucker for Jim Carrey. Like, I don't think he can do a bad job.
I will be honest with you. The only good thing about that trailer was Jim Carrey, because, yeah, I think he's going to smash that as Robotnik. I think that'll be fine.
Yeah.
And he was like on full-on 90s Jim Carrey. Like, it was great. But if they don't fix the Sonic model, I think there's going to be an issue there. I don't know.
It's pretty bad. So what do you... Got too much of a human face? What is it that you don't like about his face?
I'm just going to pick a character quickly before... I think we should probably start a race. Yeah, so what do I like about it? Well, everything. But mainly just the fact that he doesn't look like Sonic. It's kind of like... You know, like how Detective Pikachu was like, oh god, at least it's Pikachu. I didn't see it. But, you know, it was kind of like, I'm not comfortable with the realism. Whereas, like, the Sonic movie trailer was taking that to the next level. It was kind of like, I don't know. His face looked okay on the movie poster, kind of. But then as soon as you sort of zoomed out and his body was just like, it was just looked like a child. You know, like someone who's wearing a Sonic costume at a birthday party? That was the kind of vibe I got from that. So...
Oh, I totally remember this level. Is it the same track, or is it just, like, inspired by?
It's the same track, so yeah, you got that straight away. So, well done.
Lazy, but cool.
You know what? The one criticism that I am going to level at this game now is it does reuse a lot of tracks, and there's not a lot of variety in them, I don't think. And the reason why I say that is because you've got, say... three different. Yeah, so you've got three different tracks for every like environment. So Planet Wisp has got three tracks, and the casino has got three tracks. But one of them is recycled from an old game, or it seems to be anyway.
But this is one of my favorite tracks, which is convenient. Oh,
it is it's a great track. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sad that it's in the game, but I just feel like.
But I feel like it should be a bonus after all the other tracks they make, you know.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And the other thing that I've noticed as well is you've got quite a lot of tracks that seem to be very samey. So you've got Planet Wisp, which is an outdoor sort of like green grass and blue skies kind of deal, and then you've got Seaside Hill, which is the same. And you've got the Sandopolis one, which is, again, you know, okay, it's sand, but again, it's very I don't know, it's just not a lot of variety. You've got the casino level, which is good. And there's an Eggman level, which is good. But there's so many other Sonic levels that would have been good to recreate, you know?
Yeah, I didn't play that much Sonic games in the traditional sense. I played the weird Sonic games, like I played the Game Gear Sonic. I played the Dreamcast Sonic.
The Game Gear Sonic is so obscure. Well done to you for playing the Game Gear Sonic games. That's yeah, you're already credible just for doing that, so fair enough.
But I never beat like Sonic the Hedgehog. I never had a Genesis problem. Like, so any of the actual Sega Genesis games for Sonic I didn't play through.
I was going to ask you actually, were you Genesis or Nintendo? So clearly you had a Nintendo, I'm guessing.
If I had control of it, I probably would have been a Genesis player because I was really into, like, I was so bummed that Super Nintendo didn't have blood on Mortal Kombat. So had I been purchasing my own machine, I probably would have got a Genesis. But I was always Nintendo growing up.
Well, you know what they say, James. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Yeah, I had a Sega Genesis, but I'm going to sort of say now that in my country, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland and its outlying territories and dominions, we actually called it the Sega Mega Drive rather than the Sega Genesis.
Oh, yeah. I know that because my emulator plays Mega Drive games. I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah, what's the Mega Drive? I've never heard of this obscure console. No, yeah, so it's the same thing. So it was Mega Drive in Europe and Japan. I think it was called Genesis in America just purely for some kind of copyright reason. So, fun fact of the day for you there. Yeah, but yeah, definitely Sega Mega Drive. In fact, I had a Sega Master System before I had a Mega Drive. So you know the Game Gear Sonic games you were talking about?
Yeah.
I had those games but on the Sega Master System. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it was like, instead of playing them on the handheld, it was just on a TV, but it was the same games. So, yeah, so it was like Sonic Chaos. That was really good. And then you had Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, didn't you? But it was just clearly not the same as the Genesis ones, but yeah. Those games were good.
Oh, sorry, my focus is getting really tight on this. Did you play Mortal Kombat as a kid?
Yeah, I had Mortal Kombat on the Sega Mega Drive, yeah.
So the problem with the Genesis version was you had 3 buttons unless you bought one of those 6-button controllers. But the game was so much cooler on Genesis.
You know what? I did specifically have a 6-button controller just for that. I think it was a Mad Catz controller, if you remember those.
Yeah.
So, yeah, specifically picked one of those up for just for fighting games like Street Fighter and stuff like that. That was the annoying thing about it, the 3-button controller. But do you want to know another random fact, actually, which I noticed playing this the other day? Speaking of the Sega Game Gear games, I'm pretty sure when you win the race, there's a little sound effect in the background, and I'm pretty sure that is from Sonic Chaos from the Game Gear. I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. Someone will probably correct me for being wrong there, but it sounds like.
Oh man, I really sucked that one up. I'm sorry, Danny. I should have done better.
I think what happened.
But I was being a little distracted.
We were having such a good conversation about the history of Sega that I think we just screwed the race up.
That is part of the problem. Well, the other thing is I'm trying to chat with people on my. Somebody said that there was just a black screen, but when I'm hitting play on there, and it's on my laptop, so it's not like my same computer, I'm seeing the regular screen.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
But it says low latency. I think it's a latency thing. Maybe I should.
Do you want me to check it and see if it's working for me?
You know what I think I need to do? I think I need to... Uh-oh, it says dropped frames.
Ah.
Hold on 1 second. That must be what's going on.
Yeah, drop frames probably.
I haven't streamed since I started changing all the stuff for Sekiro.
You might have... Yeah, have you got in too high of a bandwidth or resolution, maybe?
I probably did. I was changing a lot of stuff for Sekiro. So I had just been tweaking so many things. I didn't think I changed the stream stuff. There we go.
You know, to be fair though, like I looked at it over the years and it was like, the thing that gives GameFront its charm is that it never works properly the first time. It's,
Yeah, it's...
it's like the website. It's like we first built it and then it didn't work properly the first time. The launch day was a mess, but they knew that. But it's like it's rooting for the underdog, isn't it? It's like it's fine because you're a trier, you're a doer, you make the effort.
Oh, and it's gonna be so sweet. I know that. It worked. It should be working right now.
Oh, fantastic. Should we start a race?
Let's celebrate with a good old-fashioned race.
Let's do this.
Oh.
I keep pressing the wrong button.
And it might not be working, okay? But the truth is, let's just do a race either way. That way we can get to it.
Yeah, just before the people on YouTube commit suicide.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. And then you'll know by the end of the race, you'll know if it was working or not. So
Yeah.
it's all good. So Plokite Wolf suggested we play Ocean View. I think, again, this is another one which was in one of the previous games. So you may recognize this track as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Is this the one where the whale jumps over the road?
I think it is, yeah.
That was one of my favorite levels. Oh yeah, and this octopus here. This is great. I guess it would be more of a kraken of sorts.
Yeah, I think so. Also, I don't know if anyone can see, but suddenly I'm having weird graphical issues, but I'm not going to stop the... I think it's okay. I think it's
What's
possible.
wrong with us, Danny? What's wrong?
I didn't do anything. I was just sat there looking at it load and it's...
Oh my goodness.
I think it's the game though. I think there's some sort of weird shader
I think I just got
there.
a shortcut of sorts. No, I'm behind everybody. That was not a shortcut.
Yeah, shortcuts only work, James, if you go further than you should have done.
Yeah.
If you're going backwards, you're doing it wrong.
I don't think you're right, actually. I'll argue against that. If you're going further, it's not a shortcut. It might be a fast cut. But shortcut it would not be.
Thank you for the boost there, James. Even though you're behind me, and I didn't need as much as you did, but... I do love the music in this level. It's from Sonic CD, I think. But it's like the European Japanese version, so nobody in America recognizes this song, but...
Oh, I did it again! Except this time I fell off the road. This is a harder one.
You know what? I do seem to be really struggling today. You know what? At these games I'm normally really good, but I'm just like bashing into bombs and forgetting to use my power-ups and...
Oh!
Ooh,
Are those poker chips? What are the big rolling things that are coming across? It's not the casino level.
No, I don't think the poker chips. This level's from Sonic Heroes. Yeah, I don't know if did you hear that sound effect? And that was from the Game Gear. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what those rolling things are. They're just big rocks, I think. I don't know.
So that sound effect, you're saying that's the final lap sound effect, or were you saying that was the team thing?
I think it was the final lap sound effect. I'm not sure. I would like to sort of do a rendition, but I really don't want to. So, if anyone's played the Sega Game Gear games, they'll probably recognize it. So. Took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. Okay, I think we're now live back on GameFront.
Had before.
So I'm going to be playing as Vector the Crocodile.
Which that looks like the character from the new Super Smash Brothers, King Drool or something, or King. Is that what it is? Have you played the new Smash Brothers game?
I haven't played the new Smash Brothers game. I have a Nintendo Wii U, and
you do.
The only thing I've ever played on it is Super Mario Maker.
Oh yeah,
which is a phenomenal game.
It sounds like a great game, but I feel like you're not getting your money's worth if that's the only game you're playing.
Yeah, you're probably right there, but it's just a case of time, and I don't know, it's just something about Nintendo games, they're not, I don't know, I just don't sink a lot of time into that, I don't know why.
Yeah, the Nintendo, in my opinion, is much better for playing with people.
Yeah,
like my neighbor has a Nintendo Switch. Oh, you have a Wii U, you don't have...
No, I don't have a Switch, I have a Wii U. And it was used as well, so it didn't cost me too much money. And I really wanted to play Mario Maker because it was like really... Just something about that game's a really cool concept. But, yeah. But you're right, I don't have any friends, and that's basically why I don't get much use out of it.
That's my problem too, but my neighbor has people come over, we'll play like 5 or 6 people playing Smash Brothers, and I get so jealous, I want to play that game, but I'm not going to buy a Nintendo Switch to play a game that I'll never play by myself.
Yeah, that's the thing, and yeah, it's like with the Nintendo Wii, that was so popular, like any party you went to, someone would, you know, get Wii Sports out or something like that, wouldn't they? And it's just not the kind of game I play. That very nearly made a mistake there. Just did make a mistake there.
What I've been doing since I've played, but it's always because I want to play Smash Brothers. But I play Brawlhalla. Have you played that?
No, I've not played. I'm sorry.
It's alright. It's a free-to-play game. It's a free-to-play game on Steam.
Okay.
And it's kind of like Smash Brothers, but it's the poor man's Smash Brothers.
With like, generic non-licensed characters.
Yeah. I mean, you get a couple, like they had a Hellboy. You can play as Hellboy.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a great... that's a really great character to put in there, and you can play with Rayman. But other than that, it's all like, you know, generic characters. But worse yet, there's just like not enough moves. Like every character has basically 6 moves. 3 hard attacks, 3 light attacks. And it's just not enough. Smash Brothers, like each character has very wildly different special moves, and
for some bizarre reason I thought you said heart attacks instead of hard attacks there for a second, and I don't know why. It's like, this character has 3 heart attacks. And then, yeah. No, the question I've got then, which is an obvious question for someone who runs GameFront, is, are there any mods for it to put licensed characters into it? Because that'd be pretty cool.
Are you talking about for Brawlhalla?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. That would be great. Actually, I don't think that there is, because they're really into like I think they want to become more of an esport type thing, and I imagine if you start allowing modded characters in, that takes you out of the esport arena. Yeah. But then again, look at Dota. Dota is you can do mod for, right?
Yeah, you can do. I keep driving off the track. I hate this level. I don't know why I've picked it. Yeah, I suppose it depends, because I mean, if you allow mods, you have to be careful how you go about it, because if you do want to become a serious esports type thing, then the last thing you want to do is to, you know, open up a doorway for people to cheat and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like Rocket League. Like, there is a way to mod Rocket League, but it's very involved, and you can only do it locally unless you start using questionable tools and things like that, so...
I have made it further. I'm in place, Danny. I think we're gonna win this one.
Well, you're in first. I'm in second. And
yeah, but yeah.
Sonic's letting us down, but that's okay.
I'm fine with our AI bringing us down. I'd rather lose because the AI is down than you and I having hard times. I think we're crushing this one.
I think we're doing okay, except I've just slipped into the 4th, 5th. I'm sorry, James. I've just let the side down.
What the hell's going on over there?
You know what? The people watching the stream are probably just screaming at the screen right now. I just did, but The question is, as a team, did we win? And
I think we will. I mean, you got 107 seconds spent in first place.
exactly.
I
you
don't
think...
even remember you being in first place. My memory is just me being in first place.
I don't remember being in first place either.
And then I voted for the wrong person. I voted Big Cat to get some commending for opening boxes.
Oh, that's amazing. Some big cat. Oh. So I'm guessing outside of the racing games, you're not too familiar with the Sonic franchise then?
I have some weird I have like obscure familiarity. I have a little brother that is 10 years old. And he has shown me Sonic.exe. Are you familiar with that?
I am unfortunately very familiar with Sonic.exe, yes.
He's obsessed with it in the sense where it's like, oh, Sonic survived. Like it's a little, except for it reminds me of kind of some sort of a crazy pasta version of Sonic. Is that a good description?
Yeah, it kind of starts off a bit like Sonic 1, but it's very creepypasta and it just gets stranger and stranger, yeah. It's very odd.
Did I call it scary pasta? That's just how out of touch I am.
Did I call it that? I mean, I don't know.
You called it creepypasta. I called it scary pasta.
Okay, fair enough. Well, scary pasta, creepy pasta, you know, it's all Italian cuisine that you don't want to eat. It's fine. So yeah, I think it was just for a Halloween thing one time, and then yeah, it's got a bit out of hand from there. Okay, let's play. Ooh, you know what? I might have to take it back a bit because I've gone on Rooftop Run, and then there's like 3 tracks for it, but they looked very different. So there's like a haunted castle. In fact, let's play that because we were just talking about creepy stuff. So
yeah,
let's do it. You're playing as you're playing as Omo Chow. Why would you do such a thing, James? You're picking all the worst characters.
Are they really the worst? This character looks awesome. Is it a bad racer or is it a bad character?
I don't think it's a bad racer. I think it's just a bad character. It's like notorious for being really annoying. Basically,
so I picked the Jar Jar Binks of Sonic right now?
Basically, yeah. Although it depends how you look at it. Some people really like the Chow, but some people don't. I'm going to be Shadow. I'm going to be really, really edgy. You're not good enough to be my fake. The one thing I try and do is Sonic impressions, and I'm not very good at them. The only ones I can really do is Big the Cat, which is like, Froggy, where's my Froggy?
That's pretty good. I don't know what the character sounds like, but I like that character.
He basically sounds like that.
Which Sonic is the Big the Cat from?
Sonic Adventure. And you know what? He was voiced by the guy who voiced Duke Nukem. What was his name? John St. John,
awesome.
was it? Yeah. And he basically just goes, Froggy, where's my Froggy? And stuff like that.
You know what game I played also of Sonic was there was a racing game that was on foot. Like do you know the one I'm talking about?
Oh, not for Sega Saturn.
That might have been the one.
Sonic
I
R?
loved that game. Maybe,
Wow.
but I remember it being that they were on foot and they were running.
Yeah, Sonic R for the
They're
Sega
always
Saturn.
on foot, but
Yeah. Oh my God. You know what, James? You know nothing about Sonic the Hedgehog, but you've played all of the obscure games that no.
I've played the obscure ones. Well, the thing is a Sega Saturn. By the time I bought, I got a Dreamcast and a Saturn when they were already discontinued. So games are super cheap at that point. I'm the king of buying discontinued systems.
You know what? I'm glad you've said that because I was just sitting here just thinking. I really hope it's Christmas Day and poor James is opening up a Game Gear and a Sega Saturn and just all these consoles. It's like, what did she get you for your birthday? A Neo Geo? I mean.
Yeah, I mean, we used to, I don't know if you thing, but I wasn't super poor, but I grew up where I wasn't getting the newest systems. I was getting the systems that were really awesome years ago. Like I had a 3DO. When I bought 3DO, they had gone out of business like 5 years prior. But I loved that system. That system was great.
That's pretty hardcore, to be honest. You've owned all the systems that give
Have you?
I never owned a 3DO.
The 3DO is one of my favorites because it had CD games where it was like live action played.
Yeah, you know what?
Because I didn't have a PC that could handle that, so the 3DO was the only thing I could.
Maybe you can answer a burning question for me, because I don't remember having a 3DO, but I remember my uncle having something like a 3DO, and I don't know if it was a 3DO or a Philips CDI or something like that, but it was like you said, like a live action game, so it was kind of like a roller coaster, but it was kind of like overlaid with like live action video and stuff. Is this something that you may have...
I mean, I've played a ton of games like that. Explain more, and I bet you I've played that one. Did you? Was it really like a roller coaster?
I can't remember it. I just remember it being like a roller coaster game with like live action elements. And I don't remember... It was like you were in a first person, like as if you were riding the roller coaster.
Oh, so you were riding a roller coaster. Do you know what the point of the game was?
I don't know.
Not to fall off the roller coaster?
I can't remember. I think there was some kind of gameplay element to it, but it was very much on rails. I think it was kind of like shooting targets or something like that.
It couldn't have been like Sewer Shark, was it? Where you're like in the sewers?
It could have been. Bear in mind, I must have been like 7 years old at the time, and my memory's just not great. I don't know.
Whoa! I made a jump. I didn't even realize that was a jump. I thought falling off the edge.
Yeah.
This map is pretty crazy. I imagine that it's going to take a while to master this one.
Yeah, this map is not good. I don't recognize it from any Sonic game either, so I don't know.
No, not really.
But yeah, the only obscure consoles I ever had was the Sega Master System.
But that's not obscure, except for the... Oh, I followed your tracks somehow, and I ended up going the wrong... I don't know, but...
Sorry, did I lead you astray there?
It might have been you, or it's probably...
I think we should just blame the AI.
Yeah, I'm going to blame the AI on that.
Let's just call that the AI, because I'm pretty sure I was going the right way.
I mean, you're in first place. If you were going the wrong way and getting in first place, then... Oh! I got hit by an axe. I mean, I'm just getting tortured by people back here. It's so much easier to be in first place where you've got a big gap between you and everybody bad.
Yeah, once you get into first, you're normally okay. Let's do the team thing, see if that helps.
Alright.
Yeah. Anyway, to answer your question, if you did ask a question, the Master System isn't obscure, but it was obscure in North America, I think. I don't think it was very popular over there.
Oh, no, in North America it wasn't popular because I don't think that... Oh, the Master System is not the Mega Drive.
No, not the Mega Drive. The Master System was the one before. It was like the 8-bit one.
Yeah, I think here we called it just Sega.
Yeah, I think it was like the Sega System 2 or something
My
like that.
uncle, when I was a kid, had one, but I only remember like 2 games on it. I think one of them was called Fantasy Star. Do you remember that game?
Fantasy Star, yeah, was amazing. Yeah, that was a really good game. Yeah, so that was one obscure console that I had. The only other obscure consoles... I didn't have obscure consoles, but I had all the terrible add-ons for the Mega Drive, like the 32X and the Sega CD and everything like that.
The 32X?
Yeah, have you heard of that?
I mean, yeah, I did, but I remember... I never played it, but I remember playing it at, like, video game shops. And I was impressed at the time.
Yeah, it wasn't...
But I always
okay,
was like,
but...
it was like basically got it a little closer to being a computer, which weren't all that great at the time either. But I remember playing Doom on, I think it was either the 32X or the Jaguar that I played it at a video game shop. But the difference was it's on a computer, could see the backs of enemies, but on the console versions there was only the face of the enemy. You could never sneak up on somebody because it was always facing whatever direction you went.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Genesis had some really weird games ported to the thing. I think it had like a port of Doom. Virtua Fighter as well, which is like a fully 3D... I mean, okay, the models had about 6 polygons each, but, you know, it was still a fully 3D game. So, I quite enjoyed those kind of obscure hardware that, you know, had some really cool stuff done for it, but no one ever really bought it. I find that stuff really interesting. So yeah, I had those, and then I had a Dreamcast. Obviously, I had a PlayStation and an N64, like everybody did. And then that was it, really. GameCube. Just kind of been a
that
peasant.
Nintendo 64 was really a game changer.
Oh, the Nintendo 64 was. It was the first Nintendo
it was
console
so
I
good.
had, and yeah, I think it was three things really for me. It was Mario Kart 64. It was
so somebody
Mario
in
64.
the YouTube says 3DO went out of business in 2003. So I got one in 2008. No, 3DO maybe as a company went out of business in 2003, but 3DO as a game system went out of business probably in like 1999 because there was the Sega the Panasonic 3DO, and then there was the Gold Star, and I got the Panasonic 3DO. Let me just I'm not going to search it, but the company that made video games might have gone out in 2003, but the systems were taken off the shelf way before that. Sorry, I totally sidetracked on a YouTube comment.
No, the 3DO is like the one console that I don't. There was like a load of consoles, wasn't there, in like the mid to late 90s, which was so obscure because you had like the 3DO, you had the Jaguar. What were the other ones that you had? You had what was it? There was. I can't remember the name now, but you just had like Philips CDI, which was an infamous one.
Actually, I think the Philips CDI might have been part of because that was part of the tragedy of the 3DO, or I don't know if tragedy, but there was three consoles. There was the Gold Star, I believe the Philips CDI, and the Panasonic 3DO. And all of them played the same games, but they were like $900 when they first came out, and nobody bought them. And so they all ended up in like thrift stores because there was no
were they related in some way then, or
what was that?
Were those related in some way, those consoles?
I don't think they were just related. I think that they were like almost the exact same console by different companies, where it would have you would play the different discs in any of them. You couldn't play a Sega CD game in a PlayStation, but for sure in a Gold Star you could play a Panasonic 3DO. And I think Philips CDI was the same. There was a third one, and I don't remember what it was. I think it was Philips CDI.
Right, okay. So these were basically the same console, but just being sold by different manufacturers?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I think they were really being sold as, instead of being a game console, like they were really supposed to be an entertainment system in the sense of like a DVD player before DVDs were out. Because these weren't DVDs. These were CDs still.
That makes sense. I was going to ask because it sounds like the kind of CD player model where it's kind of like anyone can make a CD player, but they all kind of work with each other, and okay. That's a pretty neat idea.
This level's awesome.
Yeah, this is based on Sandopolis from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The music is from that, so yeah. Which is, I think, the only Genesis song and soundtrack and level in the game, I think. I could be wrong about that, but it's nice to see something from the Genesis era in there. Did you ever play Sonic Mania?
Which one? Is that the one that came out in 2017?
Yeah, it was like the 2D Sonic game, which came out really recently.
No, that one looks awesome, though. I feel like that's the kind of game I would really get into. Because it looks like Mario Brothers, and I like Mario Brothers.
Yeah,
It just did the fact that it's a side-scrolling platformer, right?
Yeah, it's a side-scrolling platformer. It's very much in the spirit of the original like trilogy of games for the Genesis. So same art style, same music style. It's kind of like everything Sonic 4 was supposed to be, but just done correctly. Yeah, if you're a fan of Sonic games, that's a really good game.
Wait, am I ramming into you? No.
No, you're just ahead of me. Someone's ramming into you. I can't see who it is though. I feel like, yeah, no, we're quite far behind actually, aren't we?
I think we still have a chance though. If I don't fall off there.
I think the problem with some of these tracks
is you can.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, I'm in first. You're in second, and Mel Sonic has
Yeah.
made it to third, so that's good.
So how do we gain our team ultimate?
I don't know the mechanism behind it. It just seems to just award it you completely randomly, and I don't.
There must be a way to boost your earning up.
I bet it has something to do with either the amount of teamwork that you do, or like if you stay in someone's boost trail for long enough. It's going to be stuff like that. Isn't
Yeah.
it? But I'm not.
You know what I haven't been doing that is that usually has something to do with these Sonic racing games is tricks in a jump. Like if you flick your other stick, we should be able to do a trick, right?
Yeah, you can do that. So I've been doing that. So if you jump off a ramp, yeah, try and get one or two tricks in. Only thing is be careful, because if you do a trick too late and you're hitting the ground mid-trick, then you actually just stop dead in your tracks. Which I've been doing a few times as well, so...
Well, I might be risking us now, because I'm just figuring out this this trick thing.
Yeah.
Oh, but you get a boost afterwards. Okay.
You get a boost for doing it. But be careful. Yeah, just be sure that you've got enough room left to do it. Because I'm not very good at that. I feel like... So
Slingshot.
This game is made by Sumo Digital, who made the other two racing games.
Yeah.
The All-Stars racing games. I just feel somehow, even though it's made by the same people, that it doesn't feel quite the same. I don't know what you think about that, but...
It doesn't feel quite the same. I like it. It's fun. Oh, I did not realize that was just a... I feel like you're right. I like the differences that you had in Sonic Transformed. It felt like you got a lot more tracks because it was going to flying and boating each time.
Yeah, I do like this version, but I just feel like it's losing... Yeah, it's lost a bit of variety, and I think it's just lost a little bit of the... the character selection, but just, I don't know, the controls just feel a bit stiffer as well compared to the other... Well, compared to Transformed at least. It could just be that I've not played it for so long, I might just be remembering incorrectly, I don't know, but...
Yeah.
Did we lose there?
We didn't win. We didn't win. But,
so, there you go.
Here we go.
So
I do think I'm understanding the rules a lot better of the game. I would like to know really, maybe it's just a matter of timing, but how to get the team boost to go up. But that's the other thing is I feel like they should have individual moves and all to have the same team move, which is just go really fast.
Well, you know, that was a criticism that was leveled at Transformed as well, because if you remember, the original All-Stars Racing had like really individual, what do they call them?
Yeah,
like
that I do
moves,
remember.
which like was really cool. But then in Transformed, it was kind of like still kind of the same, but it was basically just go fast and bash everybody out of the way. And this is kind of taking it even further, because now it's just kind of you just go faster.
It's probably a balancing issue. They probably just want to make sure that they can balance the game really well.
Yeah, it probably is a
It's
balancing
gotta be
issue.
difficult when you start having all these different, you know, what would you call it, variables. It becomes much harder to balance.
Yeah, I think that's probably part of it, definitely. I don't know though. Again, it just feels a bit like you've taken the variety out of it. The only good thing I will say about this game, let's play this one, Lava Level. The only thing I will say is you can, I don't know how to do it yet because I've not done it, but you can actually like customize your cars and stuff. So you can.
Yeah, I saw that was there. I think that we've been unlocking credits to customize them later, which that might actually give me just what I'm looking for, because it just feels like it's too vanilla right now.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a step down from the previous games. It's not a bad game. I still think it's a good kart racer. I don't know. I think it's just lacking something that the others had. And I think maybe just confining it to the Sonic franchise, even though that's probably the thing that draws people in, was maybe a bit of a mistake. Because you've limited your options straight away.
Yeah.
Right. We've got to win this one, James.
I think we got this.
I think we got this.
Now that I understand how tricks work. Oh, these guys are aggressive.
That was a good slingshot, though. Yeah, we can't be affiliated with a site like GameFront and not know how to play a simple kart racer game designed for children. We need we need to make this work.
You know what I do like about this so far is I haven't, and maybe it's just because I haven't gotten my skills up to the level yet, but I haven't noticed like rubber band win. Because there's nothing that annoys me more than, and I find this a lot in Mario Kart. You're in first place, then everybody behind you starts performing a lot better. And like you can get the bullet bill in the last place and all of a sudden win.
Yeah, I don't think there is anything quite like the bullet bill and stuff like that. I wouldn't say that it's completely free of rubber banding though, because certainly when I've been playing the like story mode, I've just been like in last place on the last lap, and then completely out of nowhere it's kind of just giving me the all-star move and just completely rubber banded me straight into first, and I've won the race. So maybe that's just because of the difficulty level. I don't know. But I wouldn't say there's no rubber banding, but yeah, it's certainly not like as jarring or as obvious as like some of the Mario Kart games have had it. Do you know what we should try?
Oh.
Have you played Crash Team Racing? Have you ever played that?
I have. No, I haven't. That's the Bandicoot one, right?
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot, yeah.
Is that on Steam?
I think it is. I'd have to double check because I've not played it myself, but you know what else I've been meaning to play that I've not got around to yet? The remake of Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, I never really played Crash Bandicoot. I played a little bit of the first one way back when it came out. I think I rented it from Blockbuster or something.
Oh, Jesus, you're showing your age now. Blockbuster.
Yeah, right? Blockbuster was a building that you went into and never mind.
Yeah, it was like
It's
Netflix, but in real life. Whenever someone young asks me what Blockbuster is, I just say it was Netflix, but in real life. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just like we did the team thing, and whenever too, right?
I think it does. Yeah, I don't know if we all.
So
have
were
to
you
press
just
it,
in the All-Star thing just a second ago?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
So I was like trying to push all the different buttons to see if there was like some sort of attack that I get when that happens, or gotta be more to it than just going fast, right?
I don't think there is, if I'm honest. I think unfortunately it's literally just a case of you go faster a bit. And it doesn't seem to last that long either.
No! It's like, it's barely any more than having a regular boost from doing your, what's it called? The power slide.
Yeah, it's not that useful.
We're gonna lose, Danny! We're gonna lose!
Well, I'm in second, so...
Okay, well that's hopeful. That's very hopeful.
So try and get into my trail.
I'm gonna stay in your trail. Okay, I'm trailing you.
And I'm gonna try to concentrate really hard and not screw up and come off the track here.
Okay. Slingshot it again. I think we are building that with the... When I'm riding in your slingshot thing, I think we are building the whatchamacallit. It's almost full. We got it!
There we go.
I think we're gonna take it to the...
I think you're right. I think that's what it must be.
Changes it a little bit.
I think we're doing okay.
We're doing good, Danny!
You're in third. I've just slipped I don't
Come
know.
on, everybody's gonna pass me now.
I think I just came
No.
second.
Oh, fourth. I was doing so good for a hot second.
You know what? For a second I was in first and you were in third. And we would have won with that. Damn. That was close.
Pelagius is on my Twitch channel saying, "Hail Gamefront." I don't know if I made this clear. Oh, it's in the title. You can watch this on the Gamefront YouTube channel through Danny's perspective.
Yeah, but then you don't have your wonderful face, so...
Yeah, and your face is not on there. You don't use the camera?
I can, and I have done on one video before, but I haven't got my green screen with me, and if I did, you'd have to see the terrible wallpaper behind, and it just wasn't worth the effort. So, it's all good. Yeah, I'll have to get the green screen set up for next time we do this.
Yeah, it's a lot better having a green screen so it doesn't take up the extra screen width.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, do I just have a janky box with the flower wallpaper behind it? Oh, and then I was like, do I build a frame around it? And then I was like, I'll just go with audio, it's fine.
Yeah, that's the easy way. Let's see what the, here's the other one. Why is everything so bleak these days? The other problem is when I come back to a stream, when I'm like, we're done racing and I go over to the chat, I'm always reading from the bottom up. And sometimes it,
Yeah,
changes
so you
the
were thinking they were
context of
calling...
things.
You think they were calling us bleak? I don't think that's the case.
Maybe.
I think they meant the environments, which is true.
Yeah.
I guess they kind of are, but... I'm going to try and find one more environment, which is just kind of a little bit different.
So I think somebody was trying to collect coins with the bets. I think those might be, or those little things like Tesla the Hedgehog. It says flip coin 5. I think that's a Twitch command, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Well, Tesla the Hedgehog, I think will maybe know better than I do. I thought that those commands that you're writing in are Twitch commands.
I see. Okay.
So Flipsetter says this game seems okay, but it needs the music from Sonic R. Is that Sonic Revolution?
You know what?
What is Sonic R?
Sonic R is the racing game for the Sega Saturn that you were talking about before, where you run on foot.
Ah.
And do you know what? One of these levels does have that in there. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's this one. So let's play this. And this does actually have the music from Sonic R in it. So the music
there's
from Sonic R.
there's a lot of things I'd like to see improve in this game. I feel like we should be able to set up a circuit instead of having to play race by race.
Yeah, like you think a multiplayer Grand Prix or co-op mode or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something more than just starting race per race.
Yeah. I can't figure out if there is a way to do that. You'd think there was because the old game had it, but I can't see it if it did.
But I'll say, I think after this match, Danny, I'm ready to take it to the next level and just go online against people. It may be the end of us, but I think we'll do okay.
You know what? We'll try and we'll see. I don't know if that's even an option, but we'll give it a go. We have to.
Are you telling me you don't think you're saying that it's at least possible that it's not an option to just play online together?
I don't think it is. I can't see it anywhere.
I will throw this controller through my damn television screen if that's the case.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing if that's the case. And I also think I've picked the wrong level. This isn't from Sonic R. I'm pretty sure one of them does have the Sonic R music in it though, so... I think I've been wrong about these things before though, James, so I will definitely have a proper look just to make sure that there's no other game modes, but from my cursory inspection I couldn't see any, so...
It's so hard to look at, to follow the trail and watch to see if we are raising our team meter up at the same time. But I think that is doing it.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you're correct. I think we've nailed that bit. I think doing boosts and stuff actually, like if you do tricks, I think that seems to raise it as well because it just seemed to raise mine.
All right, should we use the team thing?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, you try it this time because I want to see what happens when you do it.
I've already pressed it and it seems to be working, so...
Oh, so now I press it. Okay. I was just wondering if we had to use it together or for individual or what.
I think it seems to be independent because I was using it and you weren't. So yeah,
which I think is better, but it's weird because it doesn't seem very team orientated then.
No,
if it's like solo doing it.
I agree. I don't know. Maybe there's like a perk for doing it at the same time. Maybe it lasts longer or something like that. But then if you're playing with AI, how do you time that? So I don't know. So many questions.
Yeah.
I think this track was in All Stars Racing Transformed as well. Seems familiar somehow. I feel like I've raced on this track before.
God, I just keep getting destroyed by people!
Yeah, the cubes are the worst. I just keep crashing into them. Oh my days, what just happened there? I just completely flipped around and... Oh, great. You know what?
I am struggling this time. Did you put the difficulty on hard?
I don't think so, but I'll double check in a second.
No,
yeah,
you don't have to. I'll be embarrassed if you... Oh, I keep falling off the edge.
You know what? I was just about to say. I activated the team boost and then just flew straight off the edge and ended it instantly, so... That's how good I am. Whew. Right. Final
What
lap,
time
James.
is it over by you?
Say again?
What time is it by you?
Time in real life.
Yeah, time in real life, Danny.
Well, I didn't know if you meant now time left on the race. No, it's...
I know what you mean, but
It's 20 past 10 in the evening.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yesterday when I was trying to race to get home by I was like, maybe I can get... that's still like 1 a.m. for...
Yeah, the timing's not great, is it?
I mean, this is great for me. I don't know how late you want to play. This is the prime time for me to be streaming.
Yeah, no, I'm in no rush to go anywhere.
Oh. So, do you go faster when you have more coins?
Coins. Rings. We'll call them rings. Let's not call them coins, James. Let's not seem like complete amateurs. Yeah, I don't know is the short answer to that question, but potentially. I don't know if you either, because traditionally in a Sonic game, rings like kind of prevent you from taking damage. So I don't know if they do that to some degree.
Oh, somebody stalled me out right at the edge of a ramp and I fell down in it.
So I don't know, maybe it just means they... I don't know. That's the one thing actually, because when I started the story mode, it does kind of tutorialize you a little bit, but it's not the best tutorial system, so it would have been nice to have like a tutorial track where it showed you all the mechanisms and stuff.
Yeah, they should be explaining this better. Let's see here. Where is oh, you weren't even nominated for any awards.
No, I'm just
not to rub it in, Danny.
Well,
so
I'm not voting for you anymore.
Oh, that's bullshit. So we have a couple comments on my Twitch channel I wanted to quick address. First of all, the YouTube stream has ended if you go via the link. Okay, let me see. Maybe that's the original link because there's... Oh, I see. So let me just say, go not through the link. I'll type it too. Go not through the link, and it is back up. And then this is what... Oh! I have two keyboards in front of me, and I keep typing in the wrong one. Try just through YouTube, the link is old. Then here's the next question. Off topic. Any luck fixing the low frame rate on Sekiro? Danny and I were talking about that today. I have an idea of how to fix it. There's a couple of ideas that we have right now. It is that I'm going to use probably the NVIDIA, because I have a GTX 1070. So I'm going to probably use the game porting software that's inside of NVIDIA. Is that the best way to explain it, Danny?
Yeah, so NVIDIA has a game recording thing built into GeForce Experience, and that's probably it's going to use your hardware to do it, so it'll take a bit of load off your GPU.
Yeah, so I'll try that. I'll try seeing if I can use that, and then my case, like I used to do for PS4 and PS3, I used to use a thing called Live Gamer Portable, and it records it separately, and then it's like a pass-through for HDMI to my TV. I'm just going to start recording it, if not through NVIDIA, recording it through my Live Gamer Portable, and then sending Danny my hard files, because I don't know why I have such a hard time with the video. It just stutters, and ever since I've reinstalled Windows, like it being mentioned here by Pelagius, it's been making me tear my hair out. Which the problem is I've been having a little bit more time for streaming lately and recording, but I've been dumping all my time into trying to figure out why my computer doesn't want to record that game. It's really annoying.
I think you should just reformat Windows again.
You really? Are you kidding? Because I might have to. I've been doing it so many times.
I think you did it wrong the first time. You didn't format properly.
Yeah, it might be. Well, did you? Yeah. I ended up reading an article that there was. I guess it's a bug in the new Windows updates that a lot of people were having, was that they would get that spinning wheel. Because I've seen people talking about it. It's annoying.
I'll be honest with you. Like, everyone who knows me knows that I love Microsoft. I own a Surface, and I'm just one of those crazy people. But even I know that the way that Windows 10 updates are handled sometimes is just, it winds me up, because what they did is, back when Windows 10 was a thing, Windows 8 was a thing, they basically fired their entire beta testing team and decided to just get the community to do it, which is great.
Yeah, that's exactly what ended up happening. That was so crazy.
It's great as a second layer, but that should not be your first line of defense, because it's been an issue too many times.
Yeah, and now people don't really have a choice anymore. Now with Windows 10, it's like auto update. Yeah, unless I'm misunderstanding. So is there a way for us to back out and see if there's, instead of a custom lobby, you and I just stay as a group to play regular games?
Let's see what happens. So there is a matchmaking, so it says find game, but I don't know if I can... okay, so yeah, I was completely wrong, I think. So, online playlist, team race, ranked or casual. I'm guessing we should start with casual, not ranked.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
That's just taking me straight into a game, and you're not in it.
Oh,
so that's not useful. So I need to figure out a way I can kind of add you to my... There must be a way to do it. I wonder if I can add you to like a party or something like that. Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm just going to back out of this dead quick. If it lets me. Okay, can I... Because I know on the home screen of the game, it says at the bottom like join leave, so I don't know if... But that seems to be like for local.
Oh, I'm used one of my, I'm using my... Oh, I'm getting a bunch of... Add the super grip. Immunity to slowdown surfaces. Oh, there's tons of mods now. Race boost. Automatic start line boost. Swift glider for Knuckles.
Maybe somebody in the chat knows how to do it, because I think I can join like a game, but I don't know how I can get you into the lobby. Oh, hang on. Let me just send you an invite there quick. Just put my friends list on YouTube there, but hey ho.
Oopsies.
no doxing my friends,
We're all
please.
friends here, right?
Yeah, it should be fine. To be fair, my Steam list is mostly full of people who either work at GameFront or do something on GameFront, so it's fine. Probably, but...
Okay, so I'm putting on the... Is it pronounced cow? Chow?
Chow, yes.
Chow? I am adding my mod to there. That's fun. And I'm going to add it to the Knuckles thing, too. I got the Swift Glider. And then paint I have too.
Did you get an invite to the lobby?
I don't think I did. Let me back out really quick. It's... Oh yeah, I did. It's in my Steam Overshell, or whatever it's called. Oh. I'm getting a black screen. Oh, here it is. Now I think I'm loading in. I don't...
There you are. Yep.
Oh, nice. So this is a different kind of screen. What is this? Just casual race?
Yeah, so you've got like casual and ranked. So obviously I didn't want to go straight in with ranked. Now I think other players can join as well, but nobody has yet. So we'll just go wait for the timer to count down. So hopefully some other players join as well. But if not, then I think it's going to be more of a...
So when I see it says Team Race, Team Lightning Race, Team Rocket Race, Team Vampire Race, are those different kinds of races, or is that some sort of a character thing that I'm unfamiliar with?
I think they are different kinds of races. So which one do you want to go for? Vampire Race?
I'm gonna try it, see what it is. I'm wondering if it's a different rule set per race.
Yeah, it could be, because I know there are different rule types, but I don't know what it means by Vampire Race. Team Rocket Race.
I got a hot tip from Pelagius that maybe he said that some people are having problems with the video recording, making it worse, but a couple people, I guess, or some people are finding that if you disconnect your network cable from Steam while you're playing Sekiro, that it actually helps, which is just weird enough sounding that it might work. Collect rings to increase your speed. Use the Violet Void Wisp to steal rings. Oh, cool. So
that makes sense, yeah.
We steal rings from people to be a vampire.
That would make sense.
But we're not on a team anymore, Danny.
No. I guess we're against each other now, James, but...
I'm sorry. It's going to be a lot of tears on your side.
Oh, you've just lit a fire that you're not going to be able to put out. I'm really going to try hard now. To be fair, I've always wanted the honor of beating the expert gamer, so...
Not going to happen. Oh, I'm not off to a good start, though.
No, me neither. Oh, this tune is great.
All right. Jeez.
Which character are you
Times
playing?
like the... I'm playing Knuckles.
Oh, okay. I really have to concentrate now because my honor is at stake.
Yes, it is. Oh. All right. I'll accept that item.
I feel like we should have a prize for the person who wins.
Yeah, I agree.
Like we should have
I'm all about adding rewards to competitions. It just makes it more authentic.
Yeah, I think we should just have like the GameFront Cup or something like that, but it's just like it's like a pool trophy that we found and just put a sticker over it. I think that should be the thing that we do. Well, and like,
Okay,
what was that?
one sucked a little bit bad.
What was that award I saw you post the other day? It was like Entertainer of the Year, 1997 or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
Actor of the Year from when I was in high school. It was really funny because I was just posting it. You know, I went to my nephew graduation, and he just got put up on the plaque wall also.
Oh, cool.
He got Techie of the Year, of like being the guy running tech there, and so I was there and we were looking at his and mine's up there too, so we took a picture. But then on Facebook, or maybe it was on Instagram and Facebook, two separate people like went in there and started ripping on one of the guys that won the following year. And it's not a big deal. Like, I'm not going to try to correct people, but I'm like, well, the guy was really talented and sure he's still performing. But like, what is the instinct for people to want to like rip somebody else down? Like when I'm celebrating my award, it's like, oh, that other guy's riding your coattails. So then, of course, then afterwards, some of my other like friends that I haven't spoken to in 20 years since high school go online and they're like, oh, you shouldn't be talking shit about somebody from 10, 20 years ago. And it becomes a battle.
You know what? I think sometimes people feel like they're being helpful and they're kind of just not. It's just weird sometimes. I don't know. It's like my favourite one is when you read YouTube comments, and sometimes you get some like really scathing ones, but then they just put no offense at the end of it.
Yeah, that helps a lot. No offense.
Yeah.
But and then they say some of the most offensive things you've heard in a long time.
Yeah, it's like a really funny. Like, have you ever seen An Idiot Abroad, or I don't know if it was called something else in America, but it was like this guy called Carl Pilkington. He kind of was like with Ricky Gervais. He was basically, he just sent him on like a round the world trip, but he just hated every minute of it. Do you know the thing I'm talking about?
I think I do, but I've never watched it. But they go around and it's like a reality show with somebody that's, oh, I found a shortcut.
Yeah.
Is it like reality TV, but there's somebody traveling the world?
Yeah, basically, and it's basically just Ricky Gervais sending his friend around the world who he just really doesn't like. Well, he does like him, but like he just winds him up on purpose, if you know what I mean. He doesn't like to travel and anything like that. But this guy's basically from Manchester, which is where I'm from, so we sound very much the same. So I think there was a comment on one of the YouTube videos which basically just said, "You sound like a poor man's Carl Pilkington." No offense.
No offense.
No offense.
Why couldn't it have been a rich man's?
Yeah, you know. So I was like, okay, fair enough. I can't argue with it because it's true. Yeah.
I'm just as surprised as you.
Did I win that, James? Just for clarification.
I think we're gonna find out soon. You beat me, but I think I beat your team.
Yeah. So did I beat you there, James? I think that.
I don't think so. It's Team Sonic Racing, and if your team comes in first, sure. But we're gonna find out what team came in first. Oh please, it's gonna be close.
Come on. Come on, team. God damn it!
Nope, I beat you. I beat you.
I was let down.
I like it. Actually, I like how the team stuff works. I got really lucky that my team did better than your team, because otherwise it would not have worked.
You did better than my team because your AI was better than my AI.
I wonder, like, that is kind of problematic.
That's kind of the only thing there is to it. There's no skill there on behalf of your team. Apart from maybe you come in second, I'll give you that. But
I wonder if we can select teams.
Yeah, I don't know. Should I back out and see if I can try and do a different thing? Because
no, I think that's pretty good competition. I'll call that a tie. That was an inconclusive victory for both of us. You beat me, but you didn't beat my team. I beat your team, but I couldn't quite beat you.
Yes, okay. In the spirit of competition, I'll take that. I'm just wondering, though, should other people be able to join this lobby? I don't know.
They should be able to, but from the limited experience I've had so far, I don't know if this game's online is fleshed out yet.
No. Well, I guess we're playing...
Unless you're saying you have it closed off to public games.
Well, yeah, that's what I was wondering, but I don't remember. I don't know. I didn't set anything up to say that, so I don't. I think the one thing I can conclude, without any shadow of a doubt, is that the online system it needs work. I think.
Yeah. But luckily we got into the beta, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This is the beta or no?
Did you see I posted actually on GameFront the other day.
I did. I liked that one. It's totally true. Like now
Exactly.
they get excited for the early access, but all that means is people are not getting paid to be testers, and you're getting a broken game. But I must say, as somebody that worked years in the testing, that the image you gave of the testers was not very, well, it wouldn't be my experience as a tester. They keep you in a dungeon-like room, and you're chained with only a couple of links to the desk.
Wow. I was going to say,
looked like they were having a much better day than I remember.
I'm intrigued now. You're going to have to tell me some non-NDA breaking stories about your time as a tester.
I'm not a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure I've gone past my NDA. Like, it's been more than 7 years since I worked with them. So I think I'm allowed to basically say whatever I want. Doesn't that make sense?
It was Activision, was it, that you tested for?
Yeah, Activision and Treyarch. But when it was Activision owned Treyarch.
I see. Yeah, cool.
I should look into it. I think that there's some stories I can tell without too much.
Yeah.
So what is this? This one's a little different because there's like sparkly stuff around us.
Yeah. So the sparkly stuff is invincibility. So traditionally in a Sonic game, if you have a sparkle, it means that if you get like a sparkle power up, it means that you get invincibility for a short period of time. So I think if you pick up the box and then hold down A, it will give you the invincibility for a period of time. I don't know if there's anything more to it. I don't know if it does damage to your opponents or anything like that.
Oh, I think is it possible that I just shot light? Or maybe that was somebody else?
No, there is definitely lightning flying around. I'll be honest, when the instructions came up, I didn't read them. So
I didn't either. But I do like the fact that now that we're playing these matches, there's clearly different styles of gameplay that'll give more variation to it.
Yeah, this is better than just having race after race. The single player campaign's pretty good because there's a little bit of a story there, which is, I can take or leave that, but there's like different challenge missions and stuff to do. So like one of them is to try and like stay within a certain area and beat it within a certain time, and different things that just make it a bit more interesting.
I don't understand the lightning though.
No, I don't. It's like I just got struck by lightning out of nowhere. I think I've shot lightning off as well a few times, but I don't know how I did it.
Yeah, I think I blocked it that time.
I think you do it by like skimming close to other cars and staying close to them, and it kind of charges up. I think.
Whoa! I think I
it.
might be getting this one. No, I'm in 7th place here. I'm feeling like I'm in first, but apparently feelings are not the translation here. Oh, what spot were you in?
I was in 2nd.
Son of a gun! I think you beat me and my team this time, Danny.
I think I did because my other teammate, Dr. Eggman, came in 1st. And my other teammate came in 4th. So I think I've done okay this time.
Oh, so Pelagius, I think's figured out how... I didn't notice it, but I guess there's a bar on the top of the screen that was filling up. And when it's full, if you're close enough to other people, it strikes them.
Yeah, that would make sense.
All your players beat me this time.
I figured it was something like that because I did notice while I was trying to figure it out, the closer I got to somebody, the lightning seemed to charge up. So yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So there's another game mode that we completely didn't know how to play.
Yeah. I can't blame anybody but me. I was not reading at the beginning.
No, neither was I. My
Wow, you
philosophy,
crushed
though.
it that time.
Yeah, I did okay. I think that pool trophy is coming to me, James.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
But you know, I've always felt that a good online game shouldn't be about who wins or who loses or who knows the rules. It should just be about. It should just be about having a good conversation.
Yeah.
And
Unless
you
there's
know.
money on the line. So I think the show you were talking about was called Idiots Abroad. Is that possible?
Correct. That's the one.
Yeah, that's Yorkshire Gamer gave us that hot tip. Sonic Team Racing Online, not so good. I think we're discovering. But I'm not willing to throw this game under the. We got a new person in here with us, and I think
Somebody's
this
joined
is
the
who was
lobby.
playing with us before. Somebody that was chatting with us.
Aha.
Or
I'll tell
maybe
you
no.
what.
I was reading Tesla the Hedgehog, and then I
Yeah,
saw
maybe
Ted
not.
Isles, and I was thinking the same thing. So
That being said, if anyone has the game and they want to, you know, have a potluck chance of like crashing the stream,
yeah,
you know, feel free to give it a go. What game? Oh, we're just doing team race? Okay.
and the King wants to know what's the name of this game. It's and somebody already answered. Team Sonic Racing. I'm having fun with it. I think I don't know. It's how expensive is the game? Is it $40?
It's about that, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like when you go to the movie theater, you're going to spend $15. Is this more? Am I going to get more entertainment out of this than seeing 3 movies? I think so. So I would say I'm easy to please though. Some people are very frugal and they're like, the game isn't worth that much money. But when you start dumping hours and hours into playing something, I think you get your money back.
I think it's difficult for me to say whether I think it's worth the money right this second, just because I don't feel it's quite up to the standard of the previous 2 games by Sumo. I don't think that's a reason to say it's not worth it though. I just think it's worth considering that before you do purchase it. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a hard call. I think I found a long cut. I fell down in between tracks and ended up further behind. But I didn't go the wrong way. Sorry. Personal experience here, Danny. I think that the game, once we've played it a little bit online like this, the online, custom lobbies, that's not very good. But so far, there seems to be some cool variation here. I've got some cool,
Yeah.
music all over my screen right now. That's a fun attack.
There is one thing I will say, and that is back when All Stars Racing Transformed was in development, I did get to meet the guy who is the lead developer at Sumo Digital at Play Expo in Manchester. I can't remember his name, so apologies for that. I should be able to, but I don't. And the one thing I will say is, he is a very passionate fan of Sega. He is a very passionate fan of Sonic, and I don't think it's his intention, or he wouldn't have put out a bad game on purpose. I'm not saying this is a bad game, but
Yeah.
I think certainly Transformed had patches and updates, so I wouldn't be surprised if this game had a bit more polish in maybe a month or two's time. I can see them
Yeah.
patching it and making it better, adding new stuff. So, I'm not going to write it off straight away. I think I need more time with it as well, just to maybe get used to it. I don't think it's bad. It's definitely more of the same, but it's just lacking a bit of that variety and just like you say, some of the polish and.
Yeah. But for me, I do like Mario Kart. I did like the other Sonic racing games better than Mario Kart. But if you're a Steam player, you don't have many options for kart racing. What else is there? for a solid kart racer. Shoot! I just fell off the track.
I don't think there's many options.
Maybe somebody in the chat will know of any good racing games for Steam. But I love kart racing, and there's no Mario Kart. And I am not holding my breath for that to come anytime before Half-Life 3.
By the time Mario release Mario, because Mario's a real person, he releases games. By the time Nintendo release Mario Kart for PC, Satan's going to be skating to work. I don't think that's that's not going to be a thing. I don't think it'll ever happen. So, yeah, it would be nice. I think the only real options other than this game is I think you've got, like I say, Crash. I don't want to say for certain, but I think Crash Team Racing's on there. I think there's like a couple of free games.
If Crash Team Racing's on there, I'm interested in getting that and playing it. But I don't believe it's on there because I feel like I would have seen it if it. But I'm sure somebody will tell us really soon. I screwed that one up.
Yeah, I don't know how well I did either.
Are you aware there's no game audio? I guess there's no game audio coming. Yours, at least according.
Interesting.
And if it is,
really there should be. I may have it turned down a bit low. I don't know if maybe you've got your volume down quiet.
What was that?
I somehow managed to disconnect myself from Discord, so I didn't hear a single thing you just said for the past minute.
I don't. The problem is I don't really remember what I was saying.
That's fair enough.
I believe I just basically said I don't think we tried Skyroad yet, but I voted on Thunderdeck. I don't know if we played that one either.
No, I think what's happening is when we play one, it gets replaced with something else. So the choices don't seem to be the same.
Yeah, I just don't remember from what we were playing before online. Oh, Sonic Pinball. Did you ever play Sonic Pinball?
Yes.
I never played that one, but that one always intrigued me. I'm a pinball fan. I like pinball video games.
Yeah, Sonic. I think it was Sonic Spinball. I think it was called.
Vampire Race. Collect the rings, steal rings. Alright. I remember this kind of. This looks like a crazy level.
Does this have a flying section in it?
I don't know.
We'll soon find out. Because there seemed to be like an end of the track and then nothing afterwards. So.
Yeah, I've got Big and Omega. I got like the 3 slowest racers.
Yeah, I've been playing as Omega for a while as well. And I don't know why. I don't know if someone on the stream can confirm whether... Okay, that was interesting.
That was very interesting.
I don't know if someone on the...
That was totally on the rails. There was nothing I could do to go better.
Yeah, I feel like I flew off the edge and then it was just all in the hands of the gods from that point. I don't know. I don't know if someone on the stream can just confirm if the audio's fixed. Okay. Ah, you bounce off the balloons.
Whoa,
that makes sense.
Wait, network error. Oh.
Really?
Yeah, I got booted.
Oh, I'm still in the game.
Good for you, Danny. But it doesn't count for a win. I don't care what happens.
I think it proves one thing, James, and that's the earlier network error was your fault.
Yeah. I refuse to take the blame for that.
You know what I'll do? I'll exit the race because.
No, you could. I mean, you could finish it. I don't want you to have to race.
I'm not going to make your viewers suffer through another minute or two of nothingness, so that's fine. Besides, I've got no honour to sort of get from the situation if you're not there to beat. So I'm just going to have a quick look at what other game options are, because the one it was like team race casual. You've also got quick play.
I just went to. I went to casual race. I just started hosting a casual one. Oh, okay. So this must be that there's no teams, right?
Yeah. So are you just kind of in there on your own?
Maybe. Should I invite you, or do you think that you got it?
Well, oh, I can't back out of the.
Oh.
Hang on.
Wait, I think Pelagius has now got the game. I invited him in.
Interesting.
Where are you? You're not on my friends list right now.
It says couldn't
Oh, there
find,
you are.
Couldn't find games with lobbies. Ah, okay.
I just sent you an invite. I also sent Pelagius one.
Cool. I think that should work. I feel like we should do the volcano, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Didn't like the volcano.
Alright, so I sent an invite to who I think is Pelagius, because I got Pelagius was in my Twitch chat, and then on my friends group, it's Pillage Idiot. I think it's the same person. Oh yeah, they're in. Alright.
Well, you better hope it's the same person and not just some random person that you've just... But they own the game,
Worst
so...
case scenario, anybody's a random person, and if they're already in my friends, well, then they're definitely a random person I'm friends with.
I can't argue with that logic, James.
Right? That's pretty good logic. I think we all just stalled it. Did you just press start to ready up?
Yeah, I'm not going to press any buttons. I think I've readied up. Ah, there we go. Okay.
Team race. Okay, I thought we took the one that was not team race. Earn points for your team by finishing with a high rank. The team, the highest scores wins. I mean, that part I understood, but I thought we just picked the non-team racing one. Item boxes only contain white boosts.
Okay. So that's quite good because it means we're not going to get smashed around and thrown off the track as much, so...
Allegedly.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, the proof is in the pudding, I guess, but...
I don't think we have teams in this one. Which is weird that they're... Yeah, I don't have any teammates on mine. Which means it's weird that they would have the whole mentioning of, oh, hey, this is how team races work.
Yeah, that's kind of strange. Also, did you not go into the team lobby, or did you go into, like, just normal racing lobby?
I went to regular online play, and then I picked not quick race. Whoa! I did not even realize this was a road.
I know.
Jellyfish Road. Kind of reminds me of Rainbow Road.
A little bit. The worst bit is, like, you know how it gets more transparent in the middle, and you just don't want to drive there because you feel like you're going to fall off the edge?
Yeah.
That's the worst thing.
I'm in trouble, I can tell. What the hell's going on in here, Danny?
I think the laws of physics have taken a vacation, James.
I believe so. Alright, this level is awesome. This one has quite a big variation from what we've seen already.
Yeah, I quite like this one.
And no offense to you or anybody, but I think that we are putting it under harder settings than usual, playing with people overseas. Because it probably would usually match you. Oh, it would probably usually match you with people that are closer to your area, right? You'd hope.
Yeah, that's probably why the matchmaking isn't as good as it should be.
Which I don't want to blame them for that. Yeah, get better. I would appreciate better netcode. But this is not the usual for people racing. I think usually you're racing with people that are in your own area.
Well,
I don't know. I'm just giving excuses.
Do you know what, James? This has been
Yeah?
a bugbear of mine for a while. The internet has made the world a smaller place. This is getting a bit philosophical. Yeah. Sorry if I get a bit philosophical with this. Why am I driving in a river? Anyway. Sorry.
It's hard not to be philosophical when the rules of time and space are bending in front of you.
Exactly. It's just thrown my thought pattern everywhere. But it's commonplace now, isn't it, for people to be, well, like you and me, you know. I'm in the UK, you're in America. Why hasn't somebody put some effort into figuring out this sort of latency and lag issue? Like, why is it Europe server, US server? Why? Somebody should put a server smack bang in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm surprised there isn't one.
you know,
I heard, and this might be conspiracy, and I don't know if this is related, but that they could, like, someone could sever the ties to the internet by, like, just bombing, like, a couple of different places in the ocean where there's, like, hardwire cables across.
yeah.
Do you know if that's true?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if it would necessarily like completely sever it, but it would certainly make it. Yeah, it would cause problems. It's like big transatlantic cables that were laid, and they just rest on the bottom of the ocean floor.
Yeah. Wow. I believe I beat you, Danny, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, I don't know, James, because I've not finished the race yet.
Oh, I beat you bad.
I think you
Pillage
beat me
Idiot
bad.
beat us both, though.
Yeah,
I'll give him a vote. I'll give him a vote.
I think what happened was when I was getting a bit philosophical, I completely stopped paying attention to the race. I drove into a river. Yeah, and it just kind of went downhill from there, really. So
Praise is for the vain. I only want to win.
thanks for that, Shadow. Yeah, so if we can learn any lesson from this, guys, it's just that if you're going to be philosophical, don't do it while you're trying to win a race.
Yeah, between matches only. I liked that match. That was good. That was
Yeah.
probably my favorite of the... It was my favorite of the levels that I haven't... Like, I like the casino level the best, I think. But that's because I love that one from the past.
Yeah, there's always a nostalgia element to that. But yeah, that was a good race. I think it helps not having all the different offensive power-ups. Like if you've just got boost, I think it just makes it a bit more of a fair race sometimes.
I guess I'll go for the booze house. We should make sure that we booze house is what it sounds like. I'm saying booze, and I'm totally down for it. But we should read what the instructions are for King of the Hill.
Yes, because I have no idea what King of the Hill is. I know one of them is an elimination type race, so I don't know if that's what this is. Do I need to ready up?
That
I
might
never...
be.
Yeah, sorry. I think you need to ready up as well.
Yeah.
That's the one other thing I'm really terrible at, readying up in lobbies. Hopeless.
Yep.
I just
Me
don't
too.
do it. So,
Black bomb. Handle with care when thrown ahead. Black bombs bounce before exploding in a huge radius. Alternatively, drop it behind your vehicle, leave a nasty surprise. Okay. Makes sense.
so stay in first position.
Reach the point limit to win. Oh, so it's not... I see.
So the longer you spend in first, the more points you accrue. Is that basically?
Yeah,
why...
so you're not necessarily trying to get around to a finish line.
Okay, so you can still be first, but not actually be in first when you cross the finish. Okay. That makes sense. This will be interesting then, because we're not going to really know who's winning until after the race.
Well, I'm not winning any... Oh, come on!
Did you just crash out?
So, Pillage Idiot is the person that keeps attacking me. And it's the person because Pelagius, and he says, similar name, question mark, I don't know if he's not game. But I think Pillage Idiot, at least phonetically, sounds like Pelagius. And I thought maybe, I don't know. I never play with Pillage Idiot. I just figured that might be the same person, because what are the odds that somebody else named so similarly is playing this game?
I don't know how similar that is, James. I think you've just invited some random person onto the stream with us. And...
Well, no. Well, the thing is it is the person's in my friend list already. But I have a huge, not bragging, but I have a huge friend list, Danny. Most of those people on my friend list, I actually don't know who they are, because it's just a screen name that it's hard to associate with a person.
So... he's clearly watched a stream, or he's seen you from somewhere, or he's clearly a fan of the channel, I guess, but...
I would say probably, because I don't friend just randomly. If somebody says, "Oh, I know you from GameFront," I'll accept their friendship, unless they have like a racist screen name that I usually won't. Which has happened a handful of times where it's like, well, I really want to be friends. Name is just too touchy for me.
Oh, there you go.
This is a crazy level.
Yeah.
Played this, but I've never seen those like rock formations like that. Maybe I have.
No, that was pretty cheap, I think, because it just kind of screwed everybody over a bit, didn't it?
Oh, that was an attack. That was from somebody's like a box.
Okay, that's a pretty powerful attack then. So yeah, another lesson we can learn from today is if you want to add James on Steam, just tell him you're from GameFront, and you may end up randomly on a stream one day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if you don't know, you'll just be on the stream one day. You'll just be like, you know what? He's kind of lucky that he happens to own the game. I think that.
Yeah.
That's another weird thing. Ooh, I've driven into some quicksand.
Well, I like some of the attacks that I've been noticed that I haven't seen before. Like those music attacks are kind of cool.
Yeah, the attacks are
like
not too
the
bad.
notes. I like that better than the ink on the screen. It's just a little more fun.
Yeah, I think it's good to just have the same type of attack, but just have different types as well. Is it character specific? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I think the power-ups and weapons make more sense in this one as well.
Well, that was Rush. I was never in. Apparently, I have Pelagius in my friends list already. I'm gonna look right now.
Ooh, so we could have a fourth racer.
Just in there. Okay, that makes sense. He's already on my list with his own name. Not even. Well, sometimes it's hard to get. Sometimes it's hard to get the name that you have on one platform and another.
So. Oh, James.
Do you know what the word Pelagius means?
To be honest, no, I don't.
Me neither. I wonder, does it have a meaning behind it that I should know?
I do know one thing. It doesn't mean pillage idiot.
It does not mean pillage idiot. In fact, equating the two for each other is, it seems, maybe minorly offensive.
Yeah. Oh. You know what? This stream has just been amazing on so many levels. You know how we were talking about the Sonic movie before, and like,
yeah,
this is just
and how
a stream
much I
that
think
was...
it's just going to be great. I guess I'm putting forth like the worst information ever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I love this new Sonic game. Oh, not Sonic game, Sonic movie. I think the art looks great.
Yeah.
I think I'm riling up the internet.
I just feel like the stream has turned into the stream that was so bad it became good again. Are we waiting for Pelagius to join then?
That's bad logic, and I should feel bad. Mad Mikey B, I think, doesn't like my logic. I believe he's referencing the Pelagius pillage idiot comparison. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I should have readied up. So, how hard is it going to be? Maybe you told the camera that you were going to do this for me, but now I'm going to put the pressure of the public. There's going to be a new Minecraft server soon. How hard is that going to be for you to set up? Is that like you're going to have to learn the game, or do you just have you just type some things in and servers open up?
I've done it before, so yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I can set up a Minecraft server. So you want this to be a public one for the GameFront guys to use then?
Yeah, anybody that wants to. I would want it to be set up for. I know that some people hate when I say this, but I don't really want creative mode. I want survival mode.
Yeah,
And it doesn't have to be hard. It could be like normal. But Survivor, like if it's not Survivor, I don't really have as much fun.
Yeah, let's do it. Whatever you want. I'll tell you what we'll do. So we'll do a survival server. I've got some pretty powerful servers to run it from, so we can have a bunch of people join. And yeah.
And it'll be up 24 hours a day, like whenever anybody wants to go there?
Yep. Yeah. 24 hours a day. Yeah, we'll call it the GameFront server, sponsored by, I don't know, Pelagius. we'll give it a
Sponsored
name.
by Pelagius. Yes. I mean, I think that has to be an honor, at least.
Yeah, just as an apology for James calling you a pillage idiot this whole time. I'm doing really badly here. Oh my days.
I guess I just hit the ghost button a second too late.
I'm still trying to learn all the power-ups. Like, I'm getting a power-up and I don't know what it means. Like, eagle. I don't know what
Yeah, that's what half the time is happening to me. Oh, but, you know, what's funny is it doesn't matter how much you understand a power-up, they always hit you just the same.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose the rule is just use it, because it's going to be useful. Well,
I mean, I'm just getting attacked by stuff that I have not seen before. And it doesn't seem to have any care of like, oh, you haven't been introduced to this weapon yet. Well, here's a nice introduction.
well,
Like, what the
yeah,
hell was that just flew past us?
I don't know.
I haven't had that.
I have to admit, we've played how many races now? About a good 10, 15 races?
Probably closer to 15, but I don't know for sure.
And we still haven't seen all the power-ups, and we still don't know what they all do, so... That's interesting.
Oh, I got the drill now. Maybe each level has different different weapons, because I haven't seen that drill before. And now I watched somebody else get it, and then I got it.
Yes, potentially, but I think I've seen the drill in another level. But I could be wrong.
I was doing so good before whatever happened there.
Ooh. I think there are some power-ups which are more common. Like the rocket seems... Yeah, rocket seems very common. The eagle seems common. Cube
Boost seems
common.
very common.
Yeah, boost is common. But yeah, there's definitely some rare ones which I've just never got.
Like, I don't know what this one is. I guess I'll never know what that one was, because it just disappeared when I pushed it. Oh, that might have been the, like, purple bird that flies.
Yeah, it hit me, whatever it was, so...
Oh, thank goodness it did something. I'm in second place. Let's see if I can keep that for the final round.
Right. It's the final lap. I'm in 5th place. I'm going to make a real push now. So apologies if the commentary's short, but I need to concentrate on being James.
Maybe I should ask you some deep philosophical questions.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe you
Danny,
shouldn't do that.
What's the most important part about being British?
That is an unfair question. That is not a good... Oh my...
Does that help you concentrate?
No, I'm crashing all over the place. You've completely screwed me up.
Oh, I think I screwed myself up even more. I love dumb questions. The
I've
less
dropped
they
it.
make sense, the better.
I've dropped from 5th to 8th to 9th. Oh. How dare you do that?
That's pretty funny, right? I mean, half of my really talented gaming comes from my ability to get in people's minds.
Oh, I'm trying to think of a horrible question to ask you now. The trouble is I can't
Which will
think of one.
probably just get you in your head more. It's a lose-lose game, Danny. But truth is I have been really making some mistakes over here.
Well, I think I'm in last place, so you can't have done too badly.
Oh! Oh no!
I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you.
I was doing so good.
I am right behind you, and I am determined to. Oh no, the finish line's right here. Come on, come on, come on.
Oh,
yes!
Come on. This is bullshit.
That is punishment. That is
Oh.
karma. You should not. You should not have played that card, James. It was not a fair thing to do.
How do you call a spot where cows hide their stuff? I don't know. Oh, I'm reading this backwards again.
I was about to ask.
Geoglyph says well, for different people, it may mean a mad emperor from Elder Scrolls universe. Oh, Pelagius is from the Elder Scrolls universe, or the Roman philosopher. Yeah, it means Elder Scrolls universe to me, even though I have not the actual remembrance.
That kind of makes sense.
Can't believe you came in just before me there.
I came third
Apparently,
as well.
Pillage Idiot has been practicing this game, or else is just a natural.
Yeah. Well, also he's not trying to commentate, is he? So. So.
So what is it? Is it a wrap, or you got some time?
I think I can probably do one more, and then I may have
I had
to
a
call
feeling
it a day, but
it's getting quite a bit later over by you than it is by me.
it's getting a bit late, and I think the neighbours don't appreciate my live streaming bit.
The more fun you're having, the less your neighbors.
Well, but then to be fair, they did have a massive party the other day, and they were singing karaoke in the garden at like ridiculously loud. And I mean, it wasn't even good songs. It was like, "This is the way to Amarillo," and it was, yeah, it wasn't good. So I don't feel too sorry for them, but yeah.
I'm gonna try a new racer. Bingo party.
Yeah, I think I don't know if we've done that track. It's on the casino level, but
I wish I could scroll through the other like tips. Like I don't need to learn about the black bomb every other race. I want to know about
True.
stuff I've never seen.
but then again, most games do that, don't they?
Yep.
It's like, it doesn't matter how many hours you sink into Skyrim, it will still tell you the difference between an axe and a broadsword on the loading
Thank
screen.
God.
It doesn't,
I'm so forgetful. I need that reminder.
you know?
Have you played the new game, the mobile version called Blades?
No. Is it any good?
I like it. It's my frustration is definitely they're trying to get some microtransaction money, and it's tempting because if you die, you have to like pay coins to keep living and finish a quest, or like once a week you'll get like a free restart and keep playing. So it's what the problem is it's hard. And when you die, you kind of get put back really far.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing. You know what? Mobile gaming I don't play a lot of, and that's kind of the main reason. There's not many games that you can just outright buy and then, you know, play the game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I agree, but I am impressed with what the graphics look like. The gameplay is good. The only problem is that like you don't just have the game to play. They have it where you have to you know, buy your continues.
yeah, and that's the kind of thing that annoys me. Yeah, you know what? I might check it out because it's like Fallout Shelter. That was pretty cool. I kind of like that game.
Oh, I
but-
loved Fallout Shelter. Yeah, my wife and I played it together. We like playing Sims, like SimCity kind of games together. Just
Yeah.
passing back and forth. But it did get to be one of those like time sucks where you have to like, if you don't want to pay the money, you gotta wait for these guys to go really far distance.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of, I felt like I hit a wall, if you know what I mean. And it was
I
kind
did
of like
too.
either pay some money or just,
Which was
you
a
know.
shame because I would have paid money to just have the game was not like a cookie clicker type time suck.
you know what? I wish there was more mobile games like that. And I'm also worried about how prevalent it becomes in PC gaming as well. But I think it's just. Have you seen the price sometimes for these microtransactions? It's like
It's insane.
yeah, there's like it's like some of them are like £100, and it's just like, you know, if you're spending £100 just to kind of like get a bit further on a game, then you need to have a word because there's like some serious thing wrong there. It's like. Yeah.
I try to equate it to like when I was a kid, and I don't know if you did this as a kid or if they still exist by you. You would go to an arcade and you would drop like $10 to play video games, but you'd be using your quarters to do it. Now, microtransactions have kind of taken that role, but it's no longer a social experience, even though it's on social platforms. It's very isolated. Going to the arcade, I felt was fun. And it was worth paying the quarters to play the game.
Yeah, there's two things I'd say to that. Firstly, yes, it's a social experience because you have to go out, you meet people, you know, high scores and everything like that. Fair enough, worth paying your admission price. But the other thing is you're getting access to hardware that you wouldn't really have had in the home. So like, not so much now, but back in the day, arcade hardware was like so much more advanced than like home consoles.
Yeah, that's true. Now the arcades can't compete.
Yeah, unless it's like a VR thing or, you know, simulators and stuff. But so that's fair game. I don't begrudge that. And even though they did make the games like purposefully hard just to kind of get you to keep sinking quarters in, you know, I can't begrudge arcades. But yeah, microtransactions just feels like a very cheap way to do it. I mean, they're clearly making a lot of money from it, so I can't...
Oh, they're making tons!
The worst example, you know Dungeon Keeper? You remember Dungeon Keeper from Windows 95?
I generally do. I never played it, but I know of it.
It's kind of like, you build a dungeon, and it's kind of like, imagine theme park, but dungeons, basically. There was like a mobile port of it, and it's great in every single way except for the fact that it takes one day to just knock down one block of wall, unless you pay for the microtransactions in order to kind of make that go quicker. And the game is I don't know if it's just EA or what, but it becomes so unplayable that unless you're constantly spending money, then you can't play the game properly, and it's just like, you know, don't say something's free when it just blatantly isn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it just blatantly isn't free.
Anyway, I think I'm going to have to call it a day, but, yeah.
Oh, that's right. I'm actually going to end off too. I'm probably going to stream again a little bit, but I'm going to end this stream and then maybe come back playing.
What will you be streaming
Danny,
later?
I don't know if I'm going to stream or not. I'm going to end this one, and then you and I can have a quick chat before you go. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.
And catch you soon.